Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Isaac or iIsaac Builds, and welcome back to another building tips and tricks episode, because this is the only series where you hear me clicking my keyboard so hard that you can hear it from a mile away, okay? Anyways, building tips, 3, 2, 1, let's get right into this video. No more commotion. Okay, tip number 1, you can use wall trims for pretty much anything. They are a nice interior decorating idea. It's a nice concept to have. You can literally apply to so many things, rooms, kitchens, even on the exterior of your builds, okay? It just really adds a lot more detail and texture into your overall design. Tip number 2, when you're placing a pull down, it's important to have an interior trim. This only works if you have the basement game pass, so if you don't have the basement game pass, this won't work for you. However, if you do, what you want to create a wall barrier between the ground and the pool, okay? So you dug a hole, and there's this default concrete texture that gets in the way, and when you place the floor down, it makes it look even uglier because the floor is only custom made to like a certain degree, or it collides with the grass and the concrete texture, and like it just makes everything look worse. So what you can do is add a wall on the basement level, and then just paint the wall whatever you want. So like maybe like a marbled material or like tile. It just makes the build look nicer. It makes the pool look more separated from the actual ground itself, and it looks more realistic. Control Z is also a useful feature you can use a lot, so that's that. Yeah, I will make a mobile series of this sometime, but for now this is just what I'm doing. You can also use basements as another floor for your house, like another story. Like you would have a 6-story house if you have this basement. Like if you build all the way up to the 5th floor, then you know you can make some pretty interesting builds, like cities and all of that. It's just nicer. Like seriously, I can finally make 5-story modern mansions, which I don't know why you would want that ever in a build, but yeah, 5-story modern mansions, that would be pretty cool. Number 3, fence designs. So fence designs, they should be a thing that you should be doing, because a lot of fences these days are either just a regular tall wooden fence, or the added, or the aluminum fence, or literally any other fence by itself. But there's so many ideas you could do. Like for example, you can make like a hedge fence. This is a common idea that was already on other channels, so I'm just bringing more ideas to this channel because, I mean, you guys have probably already seen it, but okay, shut up. Okay, yes, I know, it's not my idea, but that's that. You can also get a regular small hedge and paint it something like a brick color or something like this. I mean, it just makes the fence look more custom. Of course, if you don't have advanced placing, you can also make alternating fences. If you don't have advanced placing, you can also get alternating fences. So basically, you can have something like a tall woven fence, and you can alternate between them, like whichever fence you want. So basically, it just looks a lot more cleaner, a lot more nicer, and it's just like that, you know? It just looks so much cooler. You can also do it to some extent, so basically you will have 3, skip 1, 3, skip 1, 3, skip 1, 3, skip 1, okay? Because that's how it is, and you can also just use regular walls just to, like, make your house even more protected from beggars, people who ask for donations, homeless people. So yeah, those are some pretty cool ideas that you can use, and there's a person for the build battle, and I need to talk to them. Another idea to have is to have shutters around your doors, because that looks pretty cool. It makes the build look more detailed, I guess, and for certain builds or certain doorways you want to add this to, it really depends. Like, I would recommend that idea to be used for an office door, like a door that accesses the office of a house, if you even have an office in the first place. Pillars can be surrounded by every single window. So for example, if you have like one large window here, or like a doorway, or maybe like a garage door like this, it's pretty simple. What you could do is just get a plain door or some type of door. It doesn't matter what door, as long as it fits. And then you want to get something like garage door that doesn't fit. Hold on. I think this one would fit. Yeah, it would fit. So yeah, or you can also get a window, like any type of window, place it on a wall, and placing pillars around it can also make it look pretty cool, like this and that. Obviously, this doesn't work for Obviously, this needs advanced placing, so if you don't have advanced placing, I do apologize. But yeah, pillars can make everything look a lot better, so that's another option you can do. By the way, guys, the next video is going to be about furniture, like custom-made furniture or furniture placement, like a more in-depth version of furniture and decoration. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to be coming out sometime like in 2 weeks. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and click that bell icon for more videos like that. I'm going to make sure to make more content, but my time management is kind of bad, so I'm going to try to focus more on that. And to be honest, I just want to be more healthy. I'm not going to devote my time so much for Bloxburg, but that's that. Okay, house roofs. So when it comes to roofs, I already mentioned this in my... Here's another tip for roofs. Just basically make something like this, okay? Intersecting the roofs can also be another way to make roofs or cover your house. That way it looks more custom, and it just shows a lot more craftsmanship, creativity that actually has a lot more ingenuity and just makes the house look more detailed than it already is. Like, that would add a lot more, because, I mean, being custom made is gonna be something that really is important to, yeah, building your house, I guess. I suggest using some plain quarter fences in your builds, or even plain half fences in your builds. So either exterior or by the interior, you can make like something that would block a pathway, like maybe like this, or maybe like that. Really, you can get creativity. You can get a lot more creative with those type of ideas, but really, that's what I have to show for today. You can also make, and also with this idea, you can also make something pretty cool. You can either make a garden, or you can either make a modern build. So basically what I mean is you just do this, and then if you have multiple floors, you can also do that. And it's a pretty simple process. It's used a lot in my modern mansions and a lot of other people's modern mansions. That's pretty cool. And I guess, and you just gotta place a bunch of tables to like fill in the space. That's also pretty common. Or what you could do is, you go to the plant, and you can also just like place down some things. And then what you'll have is a garden. It looks pretty nice. If you don't want to use the planter boxes because you think they're too small or too big or whatever, then you can use this concept to really bring in some more detailed looks in your house. It just makes it look more green overall. Usually you want to have it sticking out like that, but for now it is going to be that. So yeah, you just gotta do this, and yeah, you know, you can customly paint anything to make it look more original, I guess. You don't want it to show that you use like a default or cheap item. Like, painting is like one of the ways to like make a cheap house. Like, place cheap furniture inside and paint it. It makes it look nice, but aesthetically, that's not gonna be beneficial for you. It looks great, but however, it just won't look, I don't know, it just won't make your stats great enough.